Mic check. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Mocha Drop. I'm okay this morning. Good morning, Miss Lori. Good morning, Sean. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Good morning, Dee Dee. I'm in pain, but I'm good. I'm good. Good morning. Good morning to you. What I do know is my days is mixed is uh messed up. I do know that. Mm. Hey, Lady Shell. Good morning. Good morning. I sound stronger this morning. Ooh, thank the Lord for that. Hallelujah. Hey, baby Peaches. Praise the Lord for sounding stronger. Good morning, Miss Monet. Praise the Lord for that. And one of the reasons probably is because I do also have my mic as well. Good morning, everybody. Happy, what is today, child? Saturday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Callie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, y'all. I just want to chit chat about a couple things. Um, I just want to chit chat about a couple things going on. Um, Here we go. Man. Okay. I had to put the chat on subscriber only mode. I ain't got time to be dealing with no trolls today. I ain't got the scrimps to deal with no trolls. Okay, there we go. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, CM. Good morning, Terry. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Stacey. Hey, what's up, T? What's going on? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Jam? Jasmine, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, Aunt Natty. Good morning. I'm enjoying a delicious cup of hazelnut coffee. Oh, why would you do that to me? I love coffee, but I can't have it right now. I cannot have coffee right now. Okay. Listen, I really didn't want nothing. I really didn't want nothing. I just want to get up here and talk about A couple things going on. Um, hey, Miss Laquanda, a couple things going on. Thank you, Terry, for dropping T's link. Just a couple things going on in the news, blogs, whatever you want to call it, child. Um, but most definitely, uh, I was just so talking about this Britt, Edie, and Kenya situation. You know, a lot of people I realize don't agree with me, and I promise it's okay. I know Team Twirl is heavy, honey. Team Twirl is heavy. I don't think Britt really got no fans like that, but Team Twirl is pretty heavy, right? Um, but y'all, I always think that two things can exist at one time. Like I feel like we we be so like I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily. Well, I guess I would say, it's people wanting to be, fans of Kenya or whatever. But listen, y'all, let's just call a thing a thing. Both of them handled what they did wrong. Like Britt Edie was wrong, and Kenya was wrong, and how she responded. I mean, it's just simple. And here's why I said Kenya is wrong for how she responded. Um, Kenya is wrong for how she responded and the place that she responded, um especially if you said in this last episode you said that you think you spent your daughter's college fund to create this lounge, to create this salon, right? And I just feel like in one breath, then you also went on Tamara Hall's show and said that um, you were trying to protect your daughter, right? That what Kenya did is not protecting her daughter. I, it's not protecting your daughter in any way, shape, or form. Because then when your daughter gets old enough to really realize what you did, she gonna have some questions. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not protecting your daughter in any type of way. Honestly, it's tarnishing your own legacy for something that didn't need to happen. Listen, if Kenya wanted to do what she did in a much private setting, that's perfect. That's perfect. You do what you want to do in a private setting, but doing it amongst in front of everybody at your grand opening, um, it just it and even again, I get it. It's retaliation for what happened to you, right? Britt was wrong. Britt should have definitely been held accountable by the network. I feel like Britt should have lost her job. I feel like all of that. I do. And I don't think people are wrong for feeling that way. But again, if you're telling the world on a national television show that you felt like you had to do that, you didn't have to do this at your grand opening. You just didn't. You didn't. Again, it literally took away the spotlight of your actual grand opening. Now, see, it was a trickle down effect of what you did, right? Now you'll now I Team Twirl, y'all can get mad all you want, but it has hindered her business going forward. So it's not something that was smart to do. Like she just did not have to do that. Kenya did not have to do that. Not at your grand opening. You most definitely took away from the moment that you say you worked hard for, and it wasn't necessary. Another scene. Do I think that Britt should have been invited to Kenya's grand opening? No, I don't. And see, I really believe that a lot of people, they just want to stop at the fact that, oh my gosh, Kenya is vindicated. Kenya, Kenya is not vindicated. Okay. I want to start there. Kenya is not vindicated. Okay. I don't think vindicated is the word that we should be using right now. I honestly don't. I don't. I don't believe vindication or vindicated is the word that we should be using right now. Um, I just don't. I felt like there was a better way to handle this. And Kenya is over 40 years old. Kenya know better. It's just some things you just do not do in the public eye. There were people there from the public, although it was like a invite only type of event. There were still people there. So you did not have to go, you did not have to do that. Now, again, if you wanted to get Britt back strategically, I think you could have waited to after your grand opening, honey. I really do. Because this is really why you're where you are right now because of what you did. Kenya just didn't have to do it. And again, I think that two things can exist at one time where both of them can be wrong with how they responded. Britt is wrong for doing what she did, saying pow pows and pistols and stuff like that. Listen, I'm gonna take that as a threat because otherwise you wouldn't say it. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't say it if you didn't want anyone to take it as a threat. So yes, should Britt be held accountable? Absolutely. Is the network wrong for not holding Britt accountable? Absolutely. And I think that that's where people get stuck. Um, so like I had made a comment on the neighborhood talk, and I'm pretty much saying the exact same thing that I said in the comment where I think two things can exist. Britt was wrong. She should have been held accountable by the network, and it's actually not too late to hold her accountable from the network, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? I feel like all of those things are true. But of course, you got Team Twirl in the comment section. Well, Kenya was the only one held. Did you not read what I said? I literally said Britt should have been held accountable, and she still should be held accountable. That's what I said. But a lot of people, they'll skip over that because it's Kenya. Okay. So Team Twirl, here they go. Well, Kenya, listen, read everything and listen to what people are saying. Am I also saying that Kenya didn't have a right to feel threatened? She absolutely had a right to feel threatened. But that's not how you handle something when you feel threatened. I mean, it's just not. It's just not. Okay. Um, and again, if I'm building a business, I'm building something, I'm not bringing that trash to my grand opening. There's just no way in hell I'm doing that. It's no way in hell I'm doing that. And I do think that Kenya is much smarter than that. And it wasn't necessary. That particular piece, it wasn't necessary. You could have done that at some other type of event, a much closed event, something at somebody's house or something like that. Like, let's just say Britt invited the people to the house. You could have done it at Britt house, girl, or something. I don't know. Now, first of all, I wouldn't have been called at Britt house, but I'm just saying, like a much more private, closed group event is where that probably should have taken place. Because again, here we are where your business is not growing. It's not really doing the things that you want it to do because you did not handle this the right way. That's the bottom line. And I don't think Team Twirl is realizing that. You can be mad at Bravo all you want to. You can be mad at the producers all you want to, but also be mad at the person who actually did it, which is Miss Kenya Moore, because she didn't have to. And that's it. That's how I feel about it. That's it for me. Like, I don't gotta go into full detail about it. Like, I just feel like she didn't have to do it. She's much smarter than that. Much smarter than that. And when you say I'm trying to protect my daughter, I'm lost. Did Britt say something about Brooklyn? That's the piece that I'm missing. What did she say about Brooklyn that you felt like you had to protect your daughter? Is it the Papa allegations you're saying you had to protect your daughter? I don't know. She made it seem like Britt may have threatened Brooklyn or may have said something about Brooklyn. And again, I get it. She was wrong. That girl was wrong. And in my opinion, she should not have a spot on the show. But Team Twirl, it's okay to call out folks when they wrong. Like, okay, for instance, one of the housewife blog posts reposted was that season 10 when Shamia and Kenya got into it, when Kenya was trying to rebuild or whatever she was doing in Houston, right? From the hurricanes. And Kenya was so nasty and rude to Shamia. Everybody in the comments talking about, oh, y'all just sensitive. No, it's not about being sensitive. When somebody is rude, they just damn rude. It ain't got nothing to do with being sensitive. I noticed that when it's y'all faves and stuff, y'all don't want to hear the fact that if you're rude, you're rude. I mean, it just is what it is. She was rude. She was dead rude to Shamia. Shamia trying to figure out where to go, what to do, and here you go being short, and it ain't necessary. When you rude, you're rude. When you're wrong, you're wrong, and it just is what it is. Like it's no other way around it. Like, and I get it. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, but again, I just feel like two things can exist, and I feel like both of them were wrong. It's just it. I didn't hear anything except Britt saying, yeah, that's all I heard too. Not sure if she said her daughter, but Kenya is all that Brooklyn has. So maybe that's why she said it. And again, I get it. But Kenya just should have handled that much better. Especially as a mother, and as you saying you're protecting your daughter, you should have handled that a lot better than that. And from what I'm hearing, I mean, there's several different stories going around that she may have gotten the information from production, or she got it from a close friend or one of Britt's allies or enemies or whatever. That puts a whole nother spin on things too, because again, why at your grand opening? Can Team Twirl not understand that? That's a question I got for Team Twirl. I got a question for Team Twirl. Why at her grand opening? I want to ask that. Why at her grand opening? Can Team Twirl answer that for me? Cause I know I got some Team Twirls in here. So can y'all answer that for me? Why at her grand opening? Why for something that she said she spent over $400,000 to create, to make? You know what I'm saying? She's saying that she used her daughter's college funds. Why at her grand opening? Help me understand that. That's what I want to hear the people try to justify. Why at her grand opening? Again, had it been another group event where it wasn't so publicized, then okay, cool, whatever. But at your grand opening, something again that you say you spent, you think you spent your daughter's college fund for. I just think she's smarter than that. She's so much smarter than that. And then you mad at people for booking appointments and then going and realizing that the salon really ain't open and all that kind of stuff. That part I just don't understand that. I'm not a part of Team Twirl. I have like the light Kenya that we have seen over the last 2-3 seasons. After season 13, I like the light Kenya. But this particular Kenya, like, again, I just didn't feel like she had to do that. And I'm gonna tell y'all, again, I've said this I've said this. Literally, the day that this happened, I received a phone call literally almost in real time after this happened. And there were a lot of disappointed people. People were really disappointed in Kenya. A lot of her friends were disappointed in Kenya. Now, I'm, I don't see anything wrong with what Cynthia said, but a lot of people are saying, well, she should have just left this private. Boy, I mean, Kenya didn't leave it private. She did it in public. So how come I can't give an opinion about what you did publicly? That's something I don't understand. Another thing. So a lot of people are upset with Cynthia for saying that she was disappointed in Kenya and what she did. Kenya did it publicly, y'all. It's not like she did it privately, and I can go check you privately about it. You did it publicly. You did it in front of a whole bunch of cameras. You did it knowing that this was going to be on national TV. What? I what? I mean, again, you didn't have a problem when you were doing it. So why do I need to check you privately about what you did publicly? And no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I disagree with a lot of people when it comes to the whole Cynthia thing. I really do disagree with that because I just feel like, again, they even said in the moment that they were disappointed. Like people reacted in the moment. They were disappointed. So it's not like, oh my God. And then also remember Cynthia, I mean, she getting paid for a show to be on, right? So she's gonna talk about it. She just did another interview yesterday. Well, I don't know if it seems like it's a fresh interview. She just did another interview yesterday where she described again how disappointed she was in the moment. Again, it's something that was going to be on national TV. So why is we talking about check your friend in private? No, hell no. She did it in front of the public. So I get to express how I feel. We're on a national television show that clearly y'all like. I don't know. Again, for me, I just I don't feel like Kenya had to do it. I don't. I just don't. She needs to get some real stylists in the shop and bring her prices down a little. Kenya should have thought about what she was doing. Yeah, that's like that bottom line. Hey Q, I don't understand why her reaction to Britt was so strong. I don't know. I mean, I can get it. You saying you got pistols and whips and stuff. I'm not gonna take that lightly either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take it lightly either. And I'm actually going I would have been right down there at the Atlanta Police Department is where I would have been. That's where you just send smoke signals at is right around there at the Atlanta Police Department because I wouldn't be playing with you about whips and pistols and stuff like that. Now we're not gonna play them type of games. You see what I'm saying? That's how I would have handled that. I wouldn't have took matters into my own hands and then end up in the situation that I'm in now. Like I'm not doing that to my business. I'm just not because this is something that's gonna forever loom over Kenya Moore Salon. Like, and I think that's another thing that Team Twirl ain't understanding because they're fans, right? Are y'all fans that are booking her salon? Are y'all going to her salon and booking her services? No. Let's just call it what it is. Y'all not. So in the long run, Kenya is the one that's suffering from it. You see what I'm saying? Like again, it's just better ways to handle things like this. And I just don't think she handled it right. I don't. If I felt like production didn't have my best interest at at all, baby, I'd have handled it my own way. I'd have got my attorney on the line and we would have went down there to the Atlanta Police Department and we would have handled it that way. But again, being a fan equates differently from the actual reality. I'm just saying. I know a lot of y'all probably gonna disagree with me, but I'm just saying it's the reality of it all, right? This is something that is forever now going to loom over your business because of the fact that you should have handled it just a little bit different. What's up, Q? What's up, IPV? What's up, everybody? Hey, Symmetry. What's going on? Hey, everybody. April. I see y'all, baby girl 1981, Miss Lisa. Oh, let me put my banner up here. Put my banner up here, child. So that's, I mean, again, that's just how I see it. I just feel like she could have handled it different. I really do. I feel like she could have handled it different. Um, and Britt, in my opinion, she belongs over there with Lemon Pepper Stepper. She belongs over there with them ghetto girls that all they do is fighting, arguing, all that kind of stuff. That's where she belongs, if you ask me. And please understand that just because I feel the way that I feel about Kenya doesn't mean that I feel like Britt wasn't wrong. Britt was absolutely wrong. It was ghetto as hell to be walking around talking about you got whips and chains and bullets and pow-pows and stuff like that. Like, girl, that is ghetto and ignorant. And it did not warrant that. And I just nothing warranted that, like, at all from Britt. It did not. Shout out to y'all for being here. Can y'all double tap the screen? Because y'all know I've been in and out. So can y'all double tap the screen for me, please? I will really appreciate it. I see you, IPV. I see everybody up in here. Good morning, y'all. Um, I agree. I don't feel like she should have done that. I don't. I feel like Kenya should have found another way to get Britt. You know what I'm saying? Like I do agree with that. I do agree that it should have been a different way. Like, because again, this looms over your business. This is something that's gonna hover over anybody say anything about Kenya Moore hair care. That's what's going to be said. Like, so again, I feel like she's smart. I feel like she's not new to this. She's true to it. She knows how to do these things, and I just feel like this wasn't it. It just wasn't it, sis. It wasn't. Um, I agree. Kenya could have done better. It's a right and wrong way to handle things. Kenya was wrong. Britt is on the show, and Kenya's off the show. Exactly, and that's another thing too. Like, I mean, this is why I say I would have gotten legal with it, especially because it's been said that Britt got legal. You know what I'm saying? It's been said that Britt got legal too. So for me, as soon as I heard her say whips and chains and pistols, baby, I'd have been right down there at Atlanta Police Department. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, and clearly there were people around that heard what she said. Um, Thank you so much, baby girl 1981. Her own producer didn't know what she was up to and say, Kenya don't do that. From what I understand, from what I understand, from what I heard in real time, is the cameras was up and immediately the producers and cameramen were like, cut production. Like, no, like, this is what I'm hearing. Like, immediately producers was like, what the is going on? But then also too, it's some words going around that she may have gotten some of the pictures or whatever from production, is what some people are saying, allegedly, that she got some of this stuff from production. I don't know. Some people are saying she got it from a friend that Britt used to have, that Britt allegedly fell out with. So I don't know where Kenya got it from, but you got to remember this one thing: unless you got a paper trail of people actually sending you this stuff, and you know whatever, it's gonna be hard to prove that. Like, so I just feel like, again, Kenya just didn't handle it wisely. She just didn't. She didn't. Or otherwise, we would get confessionals from Kenya. We would get all of that. I just, well, I mean, they're saying that she could have Googled it, but some other people are saying that production and other people provided the. I mean, it's all over. It's all over like Twitter and TikTok. That I'm not gonna say the person who is out here saying that, but it's a content creator that's saying that. Oh, thank you so much for the love offering. I appreciate your cash app. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I agree with that too, Symmetry. I believe that everybody can take a piece of accountability all the way around. I agree with that. I think that's the most simplest way to put it. I agree with that. Wherever she got them, she should have left them there. I agree with that too. Whoever gave her the picture should be fired. However, someone could have led her to the site and got the pics herself. True, true. I mean, I really don't know where she got pictures from, but what I do know is I just feel like Kenya just should have handled it better. I Kenya was really growing on me. Like, I I felt like Kenya was going to a different space, like, with her having a daughter. I felt like with her having the salon, I felt like she was going to a different type of space. Like, but then boom, we have this, and I'm like, Kenya, no, it's like we just took all these steps backwards. Um, and we didn't have to. We just didn't have to. So I don't think, for me, the word vindication is not correct for me. Is I don't see a vindication, like, I don't being vindicated. I don't see that. Where I agree with the fact that, okay, before it was said, oh, a threat wasn't made, or a pow threat wasn't made, or it wasn't said. Now that's where I feel like Kenya could be, if we want to use the word vindicated. I feel like her saying that that was true I mean, it was a real thing that did happen. After they came out and lied and said that that wasn't the case, I feel like that's correct. But as far as like being vindicated, where she's vindicated for showing the picture, I don't feel like that's correct. I don't. Um, and so I just, I mean, I don't know. I guess we're gonna see some of it tomorrow. Whatever they don't edit out or cut out, we'll see tomorrow. Of course, we ain't gonna see them pictures, but we'll see the little poster board or whatever. I mean, you can literally see everybody's face was in disgust. It wasn't everybody, nobody's face was like, oh my God, Kay, yes, girl, you did that. Nobody's face looked like that. Everybody's face looked disgusted. Okay. Like, and I think that's another thing that we kind of missing too. Like, from what I seen, I didn't see anybody like celebrating Kenya, like, oh my God, yeah, girl, you did that. Everybody just looked disgusted, like, oh my God, how? You see what I'm saying? Like, so, mm, Kenya was wrong for what she did, but at the same time, Britt was wrong first. I Listen. I don't think. Okay, it's 64 people in here. Do anybody feel like Britt wasn't wrong? I don't think that that's the case. I don't think anyone thinks that Britt wasn't wrong. That's the thing. Like I really don't. I haven't seen anyone ride or support Britt. Like, oh my God, Britt was correct in what she did. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. I think it's the response, ma'am. You should have went down there to Atlanta Police Department. If you didn't feel like if you didn't feel like production had your back, you should have went down there and filled out a police report. Filled out a police report. Put all the necessary parties on that police report. If you didn't hear nothing back from that police report, get your lawyers and stuff involved. And if and go by what your lawyers is telling you to do. You see what I'm saying? That I think that's bottom line, y'all. Like bottom line. Period, point blank. Because even in Kenya's hot mic moment, she said, Britt is done. She's done. Like, we don't do that. We don't do that. She's done. So that tells me that if you went to production probably did not have your back like you wanted them to. And then I just would have took the next step. And y'all would have let me go for a logical reason. And then I would have got on y'all for letting me go, for protecting myself, for going the legal route and making sure that I was good. That's the way I see it. That's just the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? The cards were stacked in Kenya's favor, but she took it a step too far. That's where I'm with it too. Britt, this was very wrong road, especially being a newbie. Yeah, and listen, Britt is going to suffer in the long run from this. I want to be clear about that. I don't. Britt is going to suffer, and what I mean by that is, in a sense, to where folks ain't gonna want to work with you. People not really gonna wanna. People not gonna, cause you got a business too, sis, and you got to remember that people not gonna really want to kick it with you like that because of what you're capable of doing. People heard and saw what you did, so yeah. Now, I think this reunion is going to be very interesting. Interesting in a sense to where I don't know if they're going to invite Kenya to the reunion. Um, I would hope that they would at least Skype her in, Zoom her in, or something. So I do feel like I think she does deserve to give her take on things. I really do. Um, oh, now Cynthia, this is where I did disagree with you. And now this is where I did disagree with Cynthia. In one of Cynthia's most recent interviews, she said that Britt came very apologetic. Like she was very apologetic to Kenya. No, all bets are off. When you're saying pow pow and all of that kind of stuff, you can't just apologize to me in one setting. No, that's not gonna work. That I don't agree with. Cynthia was like, well, she was very apologetic. She came in very sorry. No, no. Mm-mm. Now, Cynthia, that's where I do disagree with you. Um, you can't say that you got pistols and all of this kind of stuff and then come in talking about, I'm so sorry. No, girl, you meant what you said. And since you meant what you said, I want you to stand in it. So come in. I don't care how apologetic you are. I'm not accepting your apology. Not for that. Because if you said it to something so soft and so subtle in the moment, that means you'll say it again. You will say it again, and you meant it when you said it the first couple times. So no, Cynthia, I don't agree with that. Um, let's see. Kenya should have handled it like the clear people do. Yeah, handle it like like I've been doing. Hmm. People come over here, you threaten me, you got anything to say, you threaten my job, you threaten any of those things, I'm going to threaten to put them white people in your life. That's what I'm going to do. Um, And when they come beating on your door, I don't want to hear no damn excuses. None of that. So yeah, she was suspended. She wasn't really fired yet. Um, and from my understanding, she got paid. She still got paid. So um I'm hearing two stories regarding good morning, Leo Line. I'm hearing two stories regarding Kenya. First, I heard she was suspended and that they said Kenya quit because Bravo didn't protect her. Which one is it? I don't think Kenya quit and she was suspended. Um, and from my understanding, it sounds like because there was legal done on the opposite end. So they're saying that Britt took it the legal route. Britt took it the legal route. Um, and I think that that is why Kenya was suspended per se versus fired. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, that's why she been quiet for the most part. Yeah, yeah. I just again, I don't like the way Bravo handled this. I don't. I think that Britt definitely should have been let go with no questions asked. No questions asked. Britt should have been let go. Um, I don't care about you using an excuse if you was drunk or you know, I don't care about none of that. You shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have, and you said it more than once. I think that's also a kick apart for me too. You said it more than once. You said it the first time, and then people are saying security, and then you talking about where's my husband at? Where's my husband at? And we're not gonna get on your husband, girl. Like, and Britt, I don't like Britt at all. Anyway, I think the scene with her sister was very cringe. You could tell Britt is like a uh I don't even know the word to use, but that scene with her sister, I was just like, yeah, you're very unlikable. Um, you're very unlikable, and I agree with the other people who say you. I don't even think you belong on Love and Hip Hop. You definitely belong over there with Lemon Pepper Steppers, where you belong. That's just in my opinion. That's where you belong. You belong over there with Lemon Pepper Stepper and Natalie Nunn with her goofy ass. That's where you belong. You belong with all that trash over there. Okay. I was just having a conversation with my sister yesterday, and we were talking about it because I know y'all seen it. Y'all, me being in the hospital, honey, I seen some of everything on social media. And yeah, I seen Lemon Pepper Stepper and Natalie call themselves getting into it with each other, right? And I knew it wasn't nothing but a ploy for folks to watch the show, the new show that they getting ready to film, the baddest African stuff. But that's where Britt belongs. That's where she belongs. Mm-hmm. Is it too late for Kenya to take legal action now, knowing that Britt lied about the threat? Um, I don't know. I don't know where they are with everything. Um, uh, I would say, based on what I'm hearing, it kind of sounds like it may have been a little bit too late. It sounds like it. Um, so apparently the husband was always there and behind the scenes because he showed up to. He did. He showed up out of nowhere, ain't he? I just was like, "Where's my husband?" Because when she was saying, "I'm gonna call my husband the only one who cares about me," I'm thinking, okay, you gonna call your husband on the phone because you out and about, you know, you doing whatever. And then when he showed up, I was like, "What the hell?" So yeah, it sounds like he was always on set. What it sound like to me. Her husband knew she was wrong, seeing how fast he was trying to take her mic off. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Like Kim Zolciak husband always around. Yeah, I remember Kim called herself trying to get mad at Candy for telling her that. But that's what it gave me. It's like, where the hell did man come from? Where the hell did that man come from? Production let their hand go because if they were have immediately fired Britt, this would have never happened with Kenya. Yeah, and you know what, IPV, on that side of things, I see why Kenya may have took matters into her own hands. I just wouldn't have went as low or as deep. And I mean, some people wouldn't call it low, but I wouldn't have went as deep. But I get, if you feel like you're not protected by production or by the network or whoever, then you are probably going to take matters into your own hands. But again, this is where I would have told Portia, and your nice little Bentley or whatever you drive, whatever it is, Rolls Royce, whatever, drop me by the Atlanta Police Department. That's where you can take me to. hmm That's where you could take me to. And I would have done it that night. If I wouldn't have felt like y'all would have done anything to protect me that night, that's the same night that I'd have went down there to the police station. And Britt, they'd have been knocking on your door the very next day. Miss Edie, Miss Edie. Hello, Mrs. Edie. Hello, Mrs. Edie. Can you come, Mrs. Edie? Yeah, that's what that would have been. On the real, her husband don't like her. Britt's husband don't like her. I mean, he was calling her out too. He was calling her out. A few other CCs called them the new Kim and Croy. That actually fits them perfectly. Baby girl, I tell you when I ain't playing. They'd have been, baby. By the time I got done at the police station, they'd have been calling her by her first, middle, and last name. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no way. That's how you gotta handle these people. Y'all, folks get beside themselves. Okay. You just gonna call me a police calling bitch when I get done with you, because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Hey, Miss Alicia, I'm doing okay today. I'm doing okay. Right, Kenya could have had Britt job if she would have just went straight to the popo. Yeah, because then think about it. What would the network have then been forced to do? What would production then would have been forced to do had she went to the police? You see what I'm saying? It just was a better way to do it. I just think that Kenya was wrong for doing this down to her grand opening, honey, because again, this is something that's looming over your business now. Just bottom line. Yes, I am out of the hospital. I did get discharged yesterday. Britt has the upper hand now with Bravo, in my opinion. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like, and again, I don't know to the extent of how true this particular piece is, but they said that Britt went immediately to her lawyers and wanted to file suit against Bravo because allegedly they had heard that Kenya had got the pictures of the photographs from production. So I don't know. Is her business still open? I don't know. I just know that Kenya was having a hard time with, you know, I, I don't know if it's open or not. Hey, Brittany, what's going on? What's going on? Brits, when we were first introduced to that man, Stevie Wonder could see that man is just there, no chemistry. Child, I really don't see how anybody can have some chemistry with Brit. I'm telling y'all, that scene with her sister told me everything I need to know about Brit. Told me everything I need to know. Her sister over here trying to talk about their relationship. She over here talking about your husband. Girl, she definitely is giving Croy and Kim 2.0. Y'all, please, if nothing else, please make sure y'all double tap the screen. We don't gotta agree, but we also don't gotta fall out about it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Britt Edie, so y'all don't gotta come around here and fall out with me about nothing, okay? All right now, hit that like button. Hit that like button, honey. Hit that like button. Baby, I guess Team Twirl, some of Team Twirl unsubscribed, honey. I'd have lost by 4 subscribers today. Team Twirl, y'all that mad? My God. That is a key to me. Girl, not y'all in y'all feelings and y'all unsubscribe. Woo! Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. I done lost about 4 subscribers sitting up here talking about this Brittany and King situation. I know it ain't number Team Twirl unsubscribing. Oh, wait. Dang. Dang, y'all big mad. Oh, wait. That is a key to me. What on there they say? Talk about no chemistry. Yeah. They were probably bots. Could have been. That's funny though. That is funny to me. Teen Twirl need to sit down somewhere. That's funny though. But yeah, I just again, I don't know, y'all. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it unfolds tomorrow for sure. Because it is the episode. Well, we 5 episodes in tomorrow. Yes, episode 5. So we gonna see, child. We gonna see. Kenya, honey, listen. Again, next time, put them white peoples in their life. And you know what? And Team's World says so y'all can resubscribe Team's World for the ones that unsubscribe because y'all know you still listening. So Team's World, listen. What I also don't agree with is I don't agree with people trying to pick at Kenya, talk about well, she threatened a Phaedra and all of the kind of stuff. Yeah, that's not even accurate, girl. It's not even the same type of situation, girl. Yeah, that was a nice try. Now that I didn't agree with. I just was like, now y'all reaching. Y'all reaching. And the blogs was reaching for reposting that. I was just like, that's some bull crap. Yeah, y'all full of crap. That is straight up reaching. I agree. RHOA, I do see why people are falling off from watching it though. Okay, y'all don't judge me, but since I had nothing but hospital food for almost a week, I really want some dumplings, baby. I want a crab ball. I want some oxtails. I want a fried pork chop. I want a fried chicken leg. I want some of everything. That food was terrible. Isn't it time to start traveling on these getaways? Yeah, so their first cash trip. Now, see, here's another thing. I knew when they were going on their first cash trip was to Chicago. I knew that. And I know exactly when they left. And then a second cash trip. I can't remember what a second cash trip was to. I think I'm getting mixed up with Beverly Hills. I do know their first cash trip was to Chicago though. Man, say, well, I say I'm hungry. I want to eat some of everything in sight. Now, you know one thing I don't never do. I don't like buffets and stuff. But baby, I live for a buffet right about now. Um, Nah, I don't want none of that shit out there. Nah, I don't want none of that. uh, Action at this point, so they don't have another. Let's see, they don't have another lawsuit on their hands. They realize Britt might be the fight fit. I mean, might be the right fit for the show, or they'll reconcile. Yeah, I agree. I was wondering when the yeah they should be going. I think after Kenya's event, they should be going to Chicago. Kenya's event, if I'm not mistaken, Kenya's event was like on a Thursday, and I think they had left for their cash trip to Chicago on like that Saturday. So yeah. Yeah, Kenya's event had to be on a Thursday because it was the day that I landed in Atlanta when I did my first brunch last summer. Um, so yeah, that was on a Thursday, and then they left for Chicago that Saturday. Mm-hmm. Um, sure. Uh, I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. Y'all, please again, double tap the screen, help your brother get back up into the algorithm and things. I really do appreciate that. Thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to all of you all who have been checking on me and sending me messages and all of the different things. I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all are so dope. Um, y'all are so dope, and I appreciate it. Oh, I don't wish nothing on. I don't wish this stuff on nobody, honey. Not even on my worst enemy, girl. Uh, can you should have pictures from game trip? Yeah, hit that like button if y'all want y'all edges. Unless y'all want to be out here like Netta. Oh, speaking of Netta, y'all. Okay, so I think everybody know about Aunt D. Y'all know Shay and Bria. They are autistic, right? And um Aunt D is their mom, she's their full caretaker. Y'all have probably seen videos where Shay and Bria are going back and forth about Ariana Grande and all kind of stuff like that. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but anyway, um Netta ain't got shit else to do. She done got into it with Aunt D over here on the internet, talking about Aunt D is using her to get followers and subscribers. Netta is delusional, okay? Netta is just as delusional as them bumps on her face. Because, girl, you got to be out your mind to think that that lady needs you for any type of anything, okay? So, somebody go over there and pop Netta on top of her forehead and tell Netta to rethink that thing, because you're a crazy lady. And you better be careful with Aunt D because Jonathan Wright is crazy. Everybody that know Jonathan Wright is crazy. And Netta, no matter how bad you want to be a Miss Netta, okay, you still Mr. Joe, okay? And he, baby, he don't got that boy gonna get you. I'm just trying to tell you, get somewhere and sit down, Netta. Okay, get somewhere and sit your loony ass down. Okay, you over there picking fights with people. Oh yes, I did. I did. I like when Big Sexy do all those walks. Big Sexy, I really don't think Big Sexy realized what he has done to like a lot of people. He like when I see him walking with them or just with anybody, it raises their confidence level up. And I think it's so dope that he do that. Baby, that's what I'm saying. Jonathan is crazy. You better be careful. Jonathan is crazy, and Jonathan will fight you in front of the police. Okay, like Jonathan will call the police for you and still fight you. So please, please, you you better get somewhere and sit down, Jonathan. You better. And then the people were talking about Joe and Charles then separated. Child, don't nobody want Joe and don't nobody want Charles. Okay. Give me 1 second, child. I'm trying to adjust myself. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. I gotta spend some time where I gotta get out of the bed every now and then, y'all, cause um uh-huh. Jonathan don't care, child. Jonathan don't care. Y'all remember when he who was that he busted with that child? Listen, keep playing with him. Um I need some pho soup, Brittany. I need some soup, some everything. No, I had to sit up. I had to sit up, get out of the bed a little bit, kind of move around. Um, what's up, Tracy? Y'all don't know. Chef was wishing Netta booty bumps on me. Now, Tracy, don't come up in here lying to the people like that. I wouldn't even do that to folks I don't even like. Oh God, no. Oh God. Okay. I listen. I already repented to God, but I gotta repent again publicly, y'all. Okay. I'm just telling y'all this story and listen, I gotta tell y'all, okay. So yesterday, I was on Facebook and y'all know, have y'all seen like the videos where like the people will prank a family member and they'll call a family member and be FaceTiming and they'll say their friend just had a baby and then they had a baby on there and the baby funny looking or something like that. Okay. So yesterday, um, I was on Facebook. I was just scrolling, minding my business. And this boy that I went to school with, sorry, but he very funny looking. And I'm always call him funny looking because he used to steal my stuff. He stole my Game Boy. He stole some other stuff from me. He stole a cell phone from me. He just ain't no good. Okay. And he funny looking. I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but he funny looking. It's just what it is. That's why he steal, because he funny looking. So yesterday his mama tagged me in his picture and said, you know, y'all pray for my son. He getting ready to have a baby. Now, I don't know why in the hell I was tagged in the post. I just don't know. I don't know. I could pray for him and stuff like that. You know, I ain't got a problem doing that. But child, she then hops in my inbox and sends me a picture of the baby. Y'all, this is why I had to repent because it scared the shit out of me. I'm not lying to y'all. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna have to go back to the hospital. I really did. This ain't no shade, no tea. Oh my God, Q, listen, Q, listen to me. She should be locked up for doing what she did because why did you do that to me? Y'all, I promise y'all, I was over here minding my good business, okay? And she did that and it scared me, y'all. It scared me. Oh, Jesus, it scared me. And I immediately had to go into prayer. I did. I had to go into prayer. And you know what I responded back? I responded back with, I will be praying. And then I said, one thing about it, we know that it's Brandon's baby. Because, baby, let me tell you, I don't know why that lady did that. I don't know why she did that. Y'all, I'm trying, listen, you know, when you always trying to do good, evil is always present. I don't know why she did that. I just don't know why she did that. I don't know why she did that, but I told her, I said, I'm praying. But we know one thing about it. He can't walk around here denying that baby. Oh, oh we. I said, you know, I don't know why you said that to me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I got two questions. Was it really his? Oh, it was his baby. Oh, I net it was his baby. Oh God, it was his baby. Oh God, it was his baby. Oh, baby, it looked like him all over again. It was definitely his baby. Oof. I said, ooh. I should have started doing like that old lady start doing and start crying immediately when I seen it. Cause she said, I don't have nothing nice to say. I don't have nothing nice to say. I just gotta cry. I just gotta cry. Cause I don't got nothing nice to say. I don't got nothing nice to say. All I could say was, Lord, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. But ooh, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely his baby. Ain't no denying that baby. Mm-mm. Ain't no denying. I don't know why people just let me sit over here and mind my business. Y'all shouldn't be doing this. I was over here. I was over here minding my business. Oh, that lady hopped in my DM. I was like, I sent it to my sister. And my sister said, why in the hell would you do this? I said, well, if I had to look at it, you do too. I ain't trying to talk about the baby and stuff like that, but girl, you don't have to do me like that either. Okay? You just did it. You didn't have to do me like that. Um, okay, there they go with Cynthia's new interview, child. They got that new interview out there. Lord, Cynthia Bailey. They call Cynthia a flip flop and everything now. Lord, well, they've been calling Cynthia flip flopper since her and Nene got into it. Since her and Nene, never, I guess, really recovered from their friendship. So they calling her a flip flopper. I will tell y'all, I really could go for like some popsicles, um, some all kind of there's well, I natty. I would still be lying if I said that. If I said the hair and the eyes was cute, I would still be lying. I would be lying. I just pray, you know, babies can grow out of they ugly stage. We're not gonna sit up here and lie sometimes and say my nephew was really ugly when he was first born. You know what I'm saying? He was ugly. Let's just call it what it is. Sorry, but I mean it's just the truth. And so, sometimes, babies are able to grow out of it. So prayerfully, he'll be able to grow out of it. Y'all not gonna sit up here and say y'all ain't never said no baby was ugly. Okay? That's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna sit up here and pretend like y'all ain't never said no baby was ugly or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got some family members that done had some ugly babies. Okay? It's okay. What we gonna be is real. Okay? We're gonna be real about it. Okay? And listen, people, y'all sit there acting like y'all, y'all saints and stuff. Y'all ain't never seen no ugly baby before. Um, just say such a blessing. Oh, I mean, and the baby is still a blessing from the Lord. Still a blessing from the Lord. We just pray. We just praying. That's all. That's all. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. My nephew, he was one. He was an ugly baby, but he grew up to be very handsome, very very handsome. My baby sis went through an ugly stage when, yeah. See, you see what I'm saying, Brittany? Sometimes we just, it's unfortunate, but sometimes, um, this week I do plan on discussing. I probably will wait until after the second part of the Beverly Hills reunion comes on, but I do have some thoughts about Bozema. I got some thoughts on Dorit. I got some thoughts on Sutton. I got some thoughts on Kyle. I got some thoughts on Erica. I got some thoughts on Garcelle. So we'll be talking about that. I know this week for sure. Um, yeah, you got to be able to balance it on that. If you got a baby that's not all that, cute and stuff, put them in real cute clothes. You know what I'm saying? Spend some money on their clothes and stuff. You know. Look at you. Yeah, you squeeze them little cheeks on. Look at you. You ain't got to lie. Say, oh, you're so cute. No, no, no. Just squeeze them cheeks a little bit and just, oh, looky. That's how you have to do it. Looky, baby. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good morning, CC. Good morning. Good morning. I believe they're gonna bring Bowles back. Should she be a one season wonder? I don't know, but I definitely believe they're gonna bring her back. I want her to bring her back. You know why I want her to bring her back? So the fake whatever they supposed to be, the Fox Force 5, whatever, they can get on Bowles. That's why I want them to bring her back. And you know what? I was having a conversation with somebody, and I told somebody, you can't really tell me about Beverly Hills. I've been watching Beverly Hills since season 1. Like, you can't tell me nothing about Beverly Hills. I've always liked Beverly Hills. And Bose is definitely gonna get exactly what she gave this season. She's gonna get it in return. And if it's not this season, she's gonna get it soon. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. I never took to Bose. Good morning, CC. Good morning. Good morning. I never took to Bose for a reason I couldn't pinpoint. Now I know why. Yeah. In the beginning, I was kind of here for Bose, but then when I really saw how I was starting to see little subtle stuff that she was doing that really just was like a little disappointing to me. And I just felt like, Bose, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not taking away any of her accolades because that's what people don't know how to separate the two. Like, oh, but she's about, okay, good. You know what I'm saying? Bose is a boss. Bose is a boss. Okay, cool. Not taking that away from her. But how she came in this group and how she is doing at this reunion and stuff, mm, Bose just don't. She don't really do it for me. She just didn't really do it for me. Um, Bose looked like she ready to squabble up a little bit. She might be up for it. I mean, she might be up for it, but what I'm here for is Bose she needs to understand why she over here defending these people who don't care nothing about her, Dorit. um, they're gonna turn on her real quick. That's what the Fox Force 5 always does. And I heard Lisa Rinna say in the interview, I would love to film with the new gal. With the new gal. What's her name? Girl, I guarantee you all of them done been out to eat and stuff. You ain't fooling nobody. I guarantee you Bose and Dorit and Erica uh and Lisa Rinna and all of them, I guarantee you they done been out to eat. Garcella's gone. And Garcelle was clearly the target. Okay. Clearly the target. And now, Bose, you about to be the target. You you about to be the target. Yeah, I can't really kick it with none of them. None of them. And Erica, let me just say this about Erica really quick. I've never been an Erica fan. Um, I've always thought that Erica was very nasty. Uh, and people be like, well, that's what you know, you need a housewife like that. No, Erica was always nasty. And for you to be saying that Garcia, you just wish Garcia was interesting. Girl, we wish you were interesting. You're not interesting. You a mean, nasty girl, okay? And while Kyle was calling Garcelle and Sutton mean girls, Erica is the number one mean girl. Like, and she thinks it's cute. It's not cute. But girl, Miss Mamas, it amazes me how y'all can have so much to say. Like, Dorit, if it wasn't for Beverly Hills, nobody would know you. No one would be knowing what you're doing. Same with Erica. Erica, you literally married a man that scammed all these people out of all of this money and stuff. And then you had the nerve to say that you wish someone who has built houses from the ground up, who's literally had a career way longer than you have, when you was over here sniffing Tom's ass, Garcelle was over here making money. She was doing what she was supposed to be doing. Garcelle was that girl. Okay. Girl, sit over there and shut your stupid ass up. I I don't like Erica. Never have. Girl, again, we're talking about somebody who is already over here established. We're talking about somebody who and as a matter of fact, even after the show, still established, still got things going on, still got her production company, still had a deal with NBC Universal, still has all of these things, still got these Netflix deals. Garcelle is going to continue to cash a check, honey. And let's be very clear. Let's also be very clear about something. Garcelle brought an audience to Beverly Hills. I also see, I think it's very delusional for people to feel like Garcelle brought a audience to Beverly Hills. Now that she's gone, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Erica's trash. Erica's trash. And I said it and I meant it. Girl, you're literally over here renting an Airbnb while this woman has built two homes from the ground up. And honestly, Garcelle gave y'all a lot of grace that I wouldn't have gave y'all. Because the first time, Erica, I lay you out. I would never let you forget about how you talk to my son. I'd never let you forget it. I never let you forget it. I ride on your ass till I get tired. I never let you forget it. Yeah, like Garcelle brought an audience to Beverly Hills, and now, good luck, good luck. We're gonna see where it's gonna go from here. And if we want to be specific, she brought a black audience to Beverly Hills. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how this maneuvers, and that's why I feel like Andy handled Garcelle the way he handled Garcelle, because he knows that Garcelle being on this show brought viewers, it brought an audience to Beverly Hills, and that's why Andy said whenever you want to come back, take you a year off and come back. Fox Garcelle, it'll be dust from here on out. 'Cause all them ladies want to do is play with people. And Dorit, girl, let's be very clear. Also, the few fans that you say that Garcelle got on Twitter, which is way more than a few fans, but everybody felt like that robbery was staged and all kind of stuff. Girl, I'm not gonna sit up here. I think it is so fake for people to walk around here talking about, well, how do y'all think that makes Dorit feel? And I don't give a damn. It gave staged. Who y'all know robbing y'all and then gonna put the cell phone at the gate for you to call the police or report them or anything like that? That just sounds so stupid. And Dorita, unfortunately, you getting everything that you've been putting out, you getting it back tenfold. You and Kyle. And no, I don't see where Garcelle was wrong for mentioning anything about Morgan. This girl had a whole video of you touching and doing all kind of stuff on Morgan Kyle. Girl, girl, these people, y'all want stuff from people that y'all not even willing to give. Y'all ain't no friend of nobody else. You don't, everything else you done on camera. Then all of a sudden, because Garcelle said something, all of a sudden, oh, well, she shouldn't have said that. Girl, man, but girl, bye. They do it all the time. They bring off camera discussions to reunions and all kind of stuff all the freaking time. Exactly. Cause why we didn't hear nothing else after the robbery? It was a storyline for Dorit, girl. That's all it was. RHOA peeps and community was commenting on Beverly Hills. I don't think Bose can keep our community's attention. Oh, she's not gonna be able to keep our community's attention because she's what do you call what Bose is? Someone with a wide vocabulary. Type down in the comments what I'm trying to say. What what do you call Bose? A person like Bose? I can't think of it right now. Um, it's right there too, but I just can't get it out. Um, what do y'all call what Bose is doing? I can't think of the word. Whitewash. Maybe somewhat, but it's given that she's like, uh, I don't even know how to. I don't even know the word I'm looking for, but she definitely gives me that type of person that she does whatever is necessary to fit in with the crowd or the group, and I don't like people like that. I don't like people like that. And again, before people, those is a boss though. Okay, girl, we heard it. Well, she didn't work for Netflix. She didn't work for PepsiCo. She didn't work for this. She didn't work for these people. She didn't work for them people. She didn't work for them folks. She didn't work for Uber. She didn't work for Lyft. She didn't work for NASA. She didn't work for. Girl, we get it. Okay, we get it. Ain't nobody taking that away from her. No one is taking her accolades away from her. But then when you get on the show and you start showing your behind, folks start seeing things differently. Sell out, ass kisser, fake. I could keep going. All of it. To be honest, I'm sorry. Not a Bose fan. Um, I feel like Bose is whack. And then for the people who keep saying, "Oh, well, Bose tried to reach out to Garcelle," if you cannot read in between the lines on why Bose reached out to Garcelle before she came on this show, then you're slow. You're absolutely slow. Because I was seeing people saying on Twitter like, "Oh, y'all mad at Bose, but Bose reached out to Garcelle to have a meeting with Garcelle, and Garcelle turned it down." That's because Garcelle could read in between the lines, and Garcelle knew what Bose was up to. Are y'all that slow and delusional that you can't, huh? What? It don't take a genius to read in between the lines on what Bose was trying to do with Garcelle. She was trying to get ahead of the narrative of, oh, let's not pin two black women against each other. Girl, Bose is gonna get everything that she deserves in this next upcoming season. And Sutton, if you're smart, now I feel the way I feel about Sutton, but if you smart, you'll quit too. I actually think Sutton is gonna quit. What's up, Omar? I actually think Sutton is gonna quit. I really do. Okay, y'all. I set up for I think that was a good like 15, 20 minutes I set up. Baby, I had to get back in the bed though. Okay, let me see. What's up, Omar? Omar said shucking and jiving. You ain't lying. Bo's reputation of working with us in her corporate world is not so good. That's what I've been hearing. We'll see what will happen when Bose is faced with a racial situation on the show. Let's see how she handles it. Yep. Let's see how she handled it. I just for me, yeah, Bose was a no for me. Like I was excited to have like another black woman on the show, and I was hopeful. And I'm not one of those people that felt like because she's a black woman, she should have automatically aligned with Garcelle. I don't feel like that. But I do feel like you shouldn't have aligned with them other women. What point will she be proven, Omar? Cause they gonna chew Sudden up this upcoming season. Baby, they gonna tear a new ass in the Sudden. Now that I do know. She stood over here trying to defend Kyle and and leave her friend hanging. Oh hell. Kyle they gonna eat Sudden up this upcoming season. If Sudden's smart, she better quit. Better go find her something else to do. I'm telling you. They gonna rip Sudden a new asshole. You know what I'm saying? Especially Erica. Ooh, baby. Erica and Kyle, they're gonna be the main two after Sutton's. Oh, you just watch. Oh yeah, Sutton's baby. But Sutton already had alluded to the fact that she kind of, she kind of, I don't know. If Sutton's smart, Sutton will leave too. Because the one person who did have your back, you ruined that. Garcelle was the only person that really had your back, and you ruined that by not having hers. Hey, Miss Yvette from Mississippi. Well, listen, y'all. Get off of here, but I do know. I hope y'all good with the weather and everything because I know in several places it's hailing and storming really really bad. So I pray that you all um are okay from all of that. I know that I had seen that there was some tornado warnings and stuff like that. So I pray that you all are safe wherever you are. Um, Thank you so much for the catch ups and stuff. If you feel led, you know, to bless the channel or anything like that, then by all means, thank you guys so much for it. I really do appreciate it. It helps. Okay. Oh, it helps you, boy. I told y'all yesterday, honey. I have 14 prescriptions to fill. Okay. And girl, these mosquitoes are no joke. They tearing my ass up. Not the mosquitoes, honey. Um, yeah, the rain and all of that. We've been having tornadoes all around us since Wednesday. Um, yes, well thank God for that. Yeah, y'all be careful. Be careful out there. You know, I always say this too, like Amazon have these small backup generator things that I think that we need to be getting for, you know, purposes like this where, you know, um tornadoes and storms and stuff like that, electricity going out. Y'all go get them. They not that expensive, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they are more expensive if you're looking to plug up more things, but um just go on there and look at those like handheld generators. Get y'all some to kind of help keep your phone charged and keep your you know, your smaller devices charged so that way you know you're good. Um Stuff like that. Uh da, 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 da. I haven't added it on my storefront yet. I haven't added it. I don't even know what my storefront look like on Amazon right now. I don't even know. I ain't been on there in so long. I may do it a little bit later on today. Um, but again, I appreciate you all for the love. Um, I know y'all was saying make sure I get me something to eat. I'm about to I am about to I don't know what I want to eat, y'all. I really don't. My taste buds is really all over the place. Like I told my sister yesterday I wanted some dumplings. And then today I want a pork chop, a piece of fried chicken, a piece of this, a piece of that. I want some of this. Now, what I do not want is them potatoes. But I'll take anything else. Okay. I'll take a a a, a burger. I'll take a hot dog. I'll take anything right about now. But y'all, lately, I've been wanting like cold stuff. So like popsicles, you know, them icy things, um, Sonic drinks. Like I know that's a lot of sugar, but it's the fact that it's cold and it really does like soothe me when I drink something cold. Uh, you want me to send you a liver salad? Ooh, honey. I don't want that. My granny used to make a cabbage and dumplings. Cabbage and dumplings? Mm, that's different. I think Brittany trying to get me to get some pho, honey. Can I be honest with y'all? I ain't never had no pho a day in my life. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying. I have had pho before. Uh I'm lying. I'm straight up lying. It's been so long though. It's been so long. I have had pho. I have. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I really don't know. But I gotta eat something because I have meds and stuff to take. But listen, y'all, again, I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me and talking to me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the different opinions, honey. Um, the different opinions concerning, you know, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Beverly Hills, all of the things. Um, and I promise y'all when I get real good, um, I got a kiki for y'all for Dr. Umar, because Dr. Umar is still out here showing his black ass, and I want to talk about it. Okay, um, I made some bomb Cajun shrimp pasta last night. That sound good too. Um, I don't know. My taste buds is everywhere. They everywhere, everywhere. They everywhere. But again, thank y'all so much for the love and the support. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I will be sure to catch y'all probably tomorrow. Who knows? All right. Bye, y'all.